Okay, so what we're first going to start off with is you can't play metal unless you can palm mute. So the first thing you have to play, because if the main part of is the crunchy sound. The crunchy sound that you hear is the that's the sound. That's the metal sound, the crunchy sound. So the way you get that is it's palm muting. You're using the back of your palm right here, and you're putting it across the E string, A string, D string, and a G string, right about right here. And you're putting a little pressure on it. And you're hitting the top E string, and you just and without that you get, which doesn't sound good. So, and especially if you play Metallica, you want to practice on down picking. You want to practice down picking. So maybe a good exercise for that would be get a metronome and practice your down picking, and maybe start on maybe 80 beats a second, and just kind of, and maybe turn it up a little bit, and then you get a little faster. Then maybe turn a little faster. And then that's the next thing we're going to get. We're going to get to a palm mute and then play a power chord. So you hear that 1,000 times in Metallica. Something like maybe like the Am I Evil riff, and that's just the palm mute. So in between those power chords, it was a palm mute. So I just made that up. Something I've been doing is, but what you want to do is you want to palm mute, and just usually the power chords that sound good when you're palm muting your top E string is like your A, your G, all of it, your A, B, G, F sharp, and F. And so you just kind of palm mute it and just. That brings us to another thing that Tony Iommi uses a lot. He puts vibrato in power chords. So you've got vibrato and regular strings. He puts them in power chords. So it would sound something like this. Gives kind of a different cool sounding. Another thing you want to do is you want to maybe learn to gallop. Gallop is the song is the sound like a horse, and the famous Four Horsemen song on the first Metallica album. It's got the gallop on it. So what you want to do for a gallop is you want to just play on your top E string right here. And it might help if you choke up on your pick a little bit, because if you're holding your pick like that, it's harder for me to gallop. So maybe choke up on your pick a little bit, and it's up, down, up, down, down, up, down. But you kind of have to you just have to kind of practice with it. there's infinite ways you can work that into. But I think that the key about galloping is, what helps me the most is keep my wrists loose, and you want to choke up on your pick a little bit. So I'll show you what I'm doing there. So don't get frustrated if you can't do it the first day or second day. Just keep on at it, but keep a loose wrist. Use your top E string, and I think the trick that you want to try is the pick. And if you've stuck with me this long, I'd really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, and that really helps. If you like this content, please subscribe to my channel. I got a lot of cool tips, like, you know, choking up on your pick when you're galloping. So I appreciate that. Anyway, back to the lesson. One of the things Iommi does is he doesn't play a lot of fast riff. He likes to play slow riffs. And even if you just know your minor pentatonic, okay, if you know your minor pentatonic and you go G, you can make a metal riff out of that. So what I would do is I would just turn your volume up, your distortion, and put vibrato in these notes and play them. And maybe put like a trill in there. So, you know, he just likes to milk the notes. Okay, another thing that you might want to try is putting slides. Slides, to me, really, James Heitfield uses slides all the time in his power chords. And so what he'll do is he'll play a power chord, and he'll, like, say he'll have a G power chord. Well, he'll play it, the G, and he'll just slide to the F. You want to play slides, and so when you play slides, and you slide it, you play one power chord, and you. That sounds very ominous. Sounds very, you know. So what I'm playing is I'm playing a B power chord, and I'm sliding down to F, and then from F to B. And so that sounds pretty ominous doing that. You want to do hammer-ons, just like the No Remorse. So you could just palm mute the top string, and you can just play. And it's infinite ways you can do that. But that's just some cool things that you can play. You want to work on your palm muting. You want to work on your power chord. Your power chords are like G is like the 3rd fret, and then the 5th fret on the A string. but you just want to kind of play around with things and make things your own. Learn some songs with some power chords in them, but don't worry too much about learning 25 or 30 songs. Learn 3 or 4, and then start making your own riffs out. And that's what's being a guitarist is not always copying everybody else's, but be your own. Learn 4 or 5 songs, Metallica songs. Learn 4 or 5 Black Sabbath songs, and then make them your own. And maybe take some of the own songs and make your own riffs out. So that's what a guitarist does. The art of guitar is you're improvising things. So this was kind of a cut and fast video, but I just wanted to kind of introduce some quick things about metal guitar. So I appreciate you sticking with me, and if you like this content, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you.